panicky blunder?
His panicky blunder was in replacing me. I kept him from making any further mistakes thereafter. I wasn't about to vindicate myself at the loss of all the lives on the cane.
Commander, have you read Mr. Merrick's medical log?
Oh yes, I have read that most interesting article. Yes, sir, I have. And may I say that it is the biggest conglomeration of lies and distortions and half-truths that I've ever seen. And I'm very glad you brought it up, because I would like an opportunity to get my side of it on the record.
Please, state your version or any factual comments on any episodes in the log, sir.
Well, first, we'll start with the strawberry business. Truth is that I was betrayed and thrown and double-crossed by my executive officer and this precious gentleman, Mr. Queeg. The two of them combined to corrupt my wardroom so that I was one man against an entire ship with no support from my fellow officers. This strawberry business, why, if that wasn't a clear case of a conspiracy to protect a malefactor from justice. Merrick carefully leaves out the fact that I had already proven through a process of elimination that someone on board had a key to the icebox. Oh, I know he says the ship's stewards ate the strawberries, but if I wanted to, I could prove to this court geometrically right now that that wasn't so. It was like the water business all over again, where the crew was taking baths, showers 7 times a day, and the evats were definitely on the fritz half the time. And all I was trying to do was inculcate the simplest measures of water conservation. But no, Merrick, the hero of the crew, had to go on mollycoddling everybody. It was like the coffee business when... No, okay, the strawberries first, fine. It all hinged on a thorough search for the key, which Merrick, along with Keith, of course, thoroughly fudged. Just went through a lot of phony motions and nothing could be proven. It's like the burning out of the Silexes, which were government property, and thinking that was a joke. That was the attitude of everyone on that ship. From Merrick on down, no sense of responsibility, though I told them over and over again that all this was going to have to be accounted for. The war wasn't going to last forever, but it was always the same battle. Merrick and Keith, constantly undermining my authority. Always arguments, though I like Keith and personally tried to train him up, even though he stabbed me in the back when... Well, anyway, that's the strawberry business. What else? Oh, yeah, the mess account business. I had to watch them like a hawk. They didn't get away with anything, but it wasn't for lack of trying. If they had only paid some attention to their accounts and their inventories, which I had to check over and over and over again, always a few pennies short or a few dollars over, but what did they care? Let the captain worry about it. And I did, by God. And I deny anybody to check a single wardroom mess statement or ship service inventory filed aboard the cane during the time when I was captain and find a mistake of a single solitary cent. I mean, I defy a certified public accountant to do it. What else? Oh, there was so much tripe in that precious log of Mr. Merrick's. The movies. A lack of respect for authority. That was the problem on that ship. This movie operator, who had a surly and disrespectful attitude, he blithely starts the movies before the arrival of the commanding officer. And did anyone in the crew, did anyone in the crew, officers or men alike, call a halt or even notice that the captain wasn't there? Oh, I missed those movies more than they did. But I banned him, and by God, I banned him again! What was I supposed to do? Issue letters of commendation for this gratuitous insult to their commanding officer? Lack of appreciation, lack of respect for command. It was dead when I got to that ship, but I brought it back to life. And I pushed, and I nudged, and I crabbed, and I bitched, and I hollered, but by God, I made it stick while I was captain of the cane. It was like the Silexes. No, it's not just the Silexes, it's respect. When I ask a soldier a question, I expect a direct answer. And nobody's going to get away with a shifty evasion if I have to hold a court of inquiry for a week. What did I care for strawberries? It was the principle. Pilferage is pilferage. And on my ship. Not that we got that many nice things either. And not with these slow mess account treasurers. Wasn't like when I was an ensign. No, boy, they made me jump through hoops all right. No. So when we finally did get something nice on board, like strawberries, it was an outrage. An outrage not to be able to have a second helping if I wanted it. And I wasn't going to let it get away with it. They never got away with it again on my ship. And, well, I think I covered everything. I'm doing all this from memory, of course. So if there's anything I've missed, if you'd just like to ask me, I'll try to answer your question one by one.
It was a very thorough and complete answer, Commander. May I have Exhibit 12, please? Commander, I show you an authenticated copy of the fitness report dated 1 July 1944 that you wrote on Lieutenant Merrick. You recognize it as such?
Yes. Yes.
By that date, had the following incidents already occurred: the water shortage, the Silex investigation, the suspension of movies, among others?
I suppose so, yes.
Please read to the court your comments dated 1 July on Lieutenant Merrick.
Well, naturally, not being vindictive, I didn't write everything down. A fitness report goes into a man's permanent record. And I always taken it easy. I always have, and I always will.
I appreciate that, sir. Please read your comments.
This officer has, if anything, improved in his performance since his last fitness report. He is consistently loyal, unflagging, thorough, courageous, and efficient. He is at this time considered fully capable of commanding a 1,200-ton DMS. His professional zeal and integrity set him apart from his fellow officers as an outstanding example for enlisted and reserve alike. He cannot be too highly commended and is recommended for transfer to the regular Navy.
Thank you, Commander. No further questions. You are excused, Commander. Commander, you're excused.
Aye, sir.